How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Bengals 15, Chargers 10 in a game that, I mean, you can look at the scoreboard and say, hey, Bengals kind of struggled a little bit in this one to play offense, but this is good Chargers defense. This Chargers defense, where it wasn't for, if I'm right, it was a Teddy Bridgewater pick six, right? And they allowed 22 points in that game to the Kansas City Chiefs. Just to kind of compare things here, the defense has been playing really well for the Denver Broncos. Big part of them winning games. And again, we've seen it this week where Burrow, I mean, yeah, did he get sacked, he get pressured a little bit, but there was a lot of times where he did have some time to throw the football, and he just couldn't find anybody. You had some coverage sacks in this game where Denver's defense is just playing well. I think this is a game where you really look back and say, hey, I don't think Zach Taylor did too bad. I think this is a big answer from Zach Taylor and company, because let's be fair, that last game, it was not pretty. Not the way that game ended. You did not want to see the game end that way, where the Bengals ran, set up for the field goal, let the other team come down the field, and inevitably win the football game. This time around, it was kind of apparent right away that Taylor did not want to get put under that same run, pass mindset. We've seen a lot of first down runs, but we did see him quickly go to the second down pass throughout this game. The run game had a couple opportunities in this game, couple holes, but for the most part, it really wasn't working. The pass game really wasn't working. So in that essence, I don't think it didn't feel like a game where Taylor kind of got caught leaning heavy pass, leaning heavy run, and saying, hey, this ain't working, but he keeps on trying it. I think you got to give him props for that, changing from 1 week to another. That's been a big problem with the Bengals starting slow this season, is it takes them too long to get out of the, let's try this game plan, wait to the second half till they change things up. They kind of felt more balanced this game. But what I really liked out of this game, what we've been waiting for a very long time, it did not come to fruition in this game, but trust me, and I hope Zach Taylor continues to try it and believes in the process. It will come together. It will work, but it did not in the first couple of tries in this game. We've seen it, but it was a different change of pace. The Bengals ran the ball on first down, or they passed it, whatever it was. Multiple drives this game. Immediately, no huddle, got to the line of scrimmage and allowed their quarterback to stand there 20-25 seconds on the play clock, read the defense, change the play, do what he needs to do to try to make something work. Again, did it tear apart Denver? Nah, they scored 15 points. But that's something, the more they work on it and the more they do it, the better they're going to get. And it's going to, first of all, really help out that offensive line, because you're going no huddle, not allowing the substitutions. Second of all, you got a quarterback that can just do that. Joe Burrow is the type of player that can go up there, stand at the line of scrimmage, read the defense, pick up the matchups he likes. I think you try that against a team like Baltimore, he does a really good job. A team that's completely depleted on the injury standpoint. Or teams in general that just know how to rush the passer, but maybe aren't as stout all around. Denver's got that all-around good defense. You heard them talk about it quite a bit. They didn't really have that big waning gap or hole in a spot where Burrow could go out there and attack throughout the game. It was pretty balanced across the board. But I love that they was finally trying to play the no-huddle offense. I think that's something that has to be part of this game. It was a little tease. See how it does. We hopefully see him continue to try that in weeks to come, because again, I think it works out in the long run. But you got to give the guy props. Props there at the end of the second quarter. Big play there. Denver, that was a clear state where you say, hey, Zach Taylor outcoached this guy. How do you leave 9 seconds on the clock after you missed that field goal? Bengals stayed aggressive, allowed Burrow to go back there, try to find a guy, and Evan McPherson is just an absolute monster back there. I tell you what, we was calling him Justin Tucker Jr. We might start calling Justin Tucker Evan McPherson Jr., because the guy is an absolute machine from 50+ this year. What a weapon to have. Completely different game going in 6-3 at halftime compared to 3-3, of course, there. I thought it was a good game. I do. I want to see what happens when they play Baltimore. Baltimore, a team that they should be able to put up a lot more points against. Kansas City going to be a huge test. And what I really want to see is how they play the Cleveland Browns, a team that they have just not had a chance against, it seems like, these last few years. But I think things are looking a little bit better here with Zach Taylor and company. Give the guy a little bit of time here. Give him a little props. I know it's a roller coaster ride. Tell me about it. You got to give the guy a little credit, though, when things go well. Love your guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.